Hey guys, welcome to the Personal Finance, and today we are going to talk about a very interesting simulation. It's a goal-based planning. If you have seen my earlier videos, you would have seen some sort of goal-based planning as well in the first two initial videos. But today we are going to see a detailed planning based on the previous calculator that most of you liked, right? I got plenty of emails from you. Thank you so much that the calculators has helped you, and I hope I have given to everyone the Excel sheet. In case I have missed few, please comment or you can email me, and I will share the Excel again to you. Okay, so today's topic of discussion is something interesting, right? I got a case. Recently I was doing a training. I was giving a training for a few people, and I got an interesting case of a friend, right? So now, yeah, first things first. Disclaimer as usual, I am not a financial or an investment advisor, right? Excel model is what I make, and it's purely for information and should be considered only as an input for your financial planning. There are two friends that you should be very close to. One is your chartered accountant to help you file taxes, and second is your financial planner, right? For that one purpose, this Excel sheet of planning is certainly going to help you. Now, since that is out of the way, many of subscribers have asked me that. What I mean, okay, fine, you're making the videos very good, thank you. What's the target? My target is that none of you should pay even a single dime, a single penny, a single paisa to anybody who claims that they will get you your retirement planning up, right? You should certainly pay for a financial planner who primarily will give you advice, right? He or she, anyone. But the basic planning, you should do it yourself. Okay, now since that's over, let's jump into quickly into goal-based planning that is based on the previous calculator that I have shared. A little bit about case details, right? The numbers, again, the numbers are pretty huge in this, but then don't go ahead with the numbers, right? Don't consider the numbers. The numbers are just an indicator, right? You can change the numbers always. And again, if you want your case to be discussed, on this channel, please send out an email to me, and I will be more than happy to discuss your case. And if you are willing to come on live on a Google Meet, I can definitely discuss your case. Again, everything will be anonymous. We will not disclose your name or video in case if you don't want. Okay. So jumping to case details. The case details as such: age is 45 years old. There's one child. House is paid up. Annual expense is about 12 lakh rupees, right? Annual expense. Retirement timeline is as early as possible. Present savings is around 5.8 crores, right? Many of you might say 5.8 crores and 12 lakhs annual savings. The person is already retired. No, it's not the case. Let's wait. Just give me 30 more seconds, and you will realize that why is this video made. Okay. There's no debt or loan. The first goal is retirement. Second goal is something. Third goal is vacations. Fourth goal is education. Let's jump into it. And this is the Excel sheet. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So now, if you see, this Excel has four goals. The first goal is recurring expenses. Okay. The second goal is expenses which will occur maybe once in 4, 5, 6 years. The third goal is vacations. Okay. And the fourth goal is higher education of the child. Fine. Let's dig deep about goal 1, which is 12 lakhs per annum as of today. Okay. Let's do it. So if you see, all of this all of a line represents 1 year at a time. Okay, 1 year at a time. And we all know that, okay, fine, there's expenses mentioned here. For example, groceries, vegetables, eat outs, geriatric care or house help, right? Clothing provisions are made. Cooking gas bills are made, property taxes are made, pets are made, right? Miscellaneous expenses are made, right? Then we have also regular usage of diesel, petrol, school kids, basic subscriptions, right? Fitness recreations, education of one kid, right? It's only till the year the kid is going, till kid becomes 17 years of age, right? And then this is all goal 1. Again, as I said, term insurance is owing till only 7 years, right? Health insurance is till the end. The planning is the data is till 95. Let's see how long the planning will last. So all of this constitutes goal 1. Okay, all of this constitutes goal 1, and the goal 1 expense is 12 lakhs per annum. Okay, fine. Now that is incrementing at inflation of each category. For example, right, if you consider the inflation of petrol or diesel, it's about 10%. Inflation of insurance is about 6%. Insurance of school, inflation of education of kid is 15%. Like all those things, right? We can model this, but then for this video, I'm not modeling any of these things based on category, right? That's about goal 1. So first goal is retirement recurring expenses, right? Second goal is car and appliances. For example, appliances once in 5 or 6 years, right? Or 7 years or 10 years also sometimes. And car is once in 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, right? So I have considered these cars. So let's assume that a car, the person has, not to assume, actually actual case this is, right? 16 lakh rupees per car person right now has, and every 4 or 5 years, he or she will be changing the car. It's increasing at about 5% increment, right? And appliances, just add all the appliances cost of your house, refrigerators, right, televisions, washing machine, dishwashers, everything you can add, and you can say, okay, fine, 8% increment, and you can just replace all the equipments. More so you will not be replacing all the equipments, you will be just repairing few, and but then I have considered that you replace all the equipments. That's the best way to plan for the, right? The goal 3 is vacations, right? Say this person wants to take a vacation every year, one international vacation, and per head I have taken a cost of about 2 lakh rupees. Okay, 2 lakh rupees per head as an expense for vacation, one international vacation every year, and 3 members in the family, and so it's about 6 lakh rupees, and they will go for say 13, 14 countries or 12 countries for the next 12 years, right? Each country till the time kid becomes about whatever kid's age is 22, 23. See, generally this is over planning, right? It's over planning. Kid, you all know, right? If you have kids, that okay, kid will probably stop going with you about when they're 19, 20 years, or they'll rather enjoy with their friends, but still I have planned like that, right? And then local vacations I have planned 2 lakh rupees annually, and then again I have planned expenses for the fuel. I have planned separately 45,000 rupees per year separately, right? Fuel expenses for goal 1 also is planned for something that is regular usage of the car, and here I have planned for vacations as well in case you want to go for a long drive and things like that, right? More or less, his lifestyle is similar to mine. As a friend of mine who's very, very close in terms of expenses, right? Next is goal 4, which is basically kids higher education, right? I have considered 25 lakh rupees annually for the kids higher education. They have asked me to consider, I haven't, so I have just written it here, right? Many of you might just pound on me, please don't. It's their wish, so I have just put it in here, right? So 25 lakh rupees incrementing at 10% inflation, and that's about 44, 48, 53, 58 lakh rupees for the kid, okay? Starting from when kid turns 18 for 4 years education, right? Again, 25 lakh rupees in my view is extremely high, right? Currently it's about whatever 15, 20 lakhs. You can get a best professional seat possible in the country, but still I have considered this. Next, so these are 4 goals that I have considered, and right now I have considered this. This person is going to working. There's double income, so they get about 4.5 lakh rupees income, husband and wife, both, and they get something about 20-30% of variable every year, okay, of this salary. So both of them put together earn about 55 lakhs, and the savings about 35 lakhs annually. Again, don't go with the numbers, right? You will just soon realize that why I'm saying that ignore the numbers for now. Many of you said 5 crores, 6 crores is massive number. If this video doesn't relate to me, just relax for about a minute or two, and you will realize why I'm saying this is a goal-based planning, right? You can skip all these goals and just stick to first goal, and you can just plan for your retirement. So now, my earlier calculator, if you're not seen my previous video, please go ahead and watch that video. My earlier calculator was all based on just one number, right? You have annual expenses and you can just plan for those expenses. But here I'm considering this, that you are chasing fire. That means you are feeding your salary into your fire corpus. Okay, so now this salary is distributed as this. Like for example, the current corpus of 5.8 crores, 72% is allocated for goal 1. 27% is allocated for goal 4, 1% for goal 2, and 0% for goal 3. That is the current corpus of 5.8 crores. That is the allocation of the current corpus of 5.8 crores for these particular goals. This year's salary, 40% is allocated for goal 1, 30% is allocated for goal 2, 26% is allocated for goal 4, and 4% is allocated for goal 3. And similarly, next year if you see, the goal 1 is complete, it's 0% allocation. Goal 4 is complete, 0% allocation. Goal 2nd and goal 3 are allocation. Right? Let's jump to the calculation. Let's say we talk about goal 1. Many of you are familiar with this calculator that I had released last week, and all of you must have this calculator. This calculator, if you're not seeing the video, I request please go ahead and watch that video, and you will be sort of very clear. So this calculator assumes this is a link. These all expenses are a link to that sheet of bottoms of financial planning. So what numbers that you see here are the ones number that are seen here. Okay, these are the goals of expenses. So initial allocated corpus, which I shown in this sheet, was 72% of 5.8 crores. And that is what the initial allocated corpus is here. And salary gets fed in this sheet. Okay, so salary, every year's salary is getting fed into this sheet. Okay, into this goal 1 sheet here. The equity corpus is get fed. What's the proportion? The proportion that is getting fed is what you see here, right? 40% of next year's salary is fed into goal 1. I hope I'm making things sort of clear. If not, just rewind back and you can listen to it again. So now, when the 40% of this year's salary is allocated in goal 1, how it is getting split in equity and debt? It is getting split as 60 and 40% in equity and debt. Okay, so the first sheet shows what is the allocation of the salary to goal 1, and second sheet is about debt and equity and debt allocation, what allocation this person wants to plan. So the salary gets fed for 2 years in this goal 1, and goal 1, once we compute, right, the goal 1 is kind of, it's still computing. The goal 1 is computed and it's available for 75 years based on the model that I have made. This model, as many of you know if you have watched a previous video, is considering a lot of economic shocks once in 7 years, once in 2 years, economy slowing down. This data is based on some US and Indian equity data that I have made, right? Based on the historical data, and this is the worst possible that I have seen. So goal 1 is planned for 75 years. Similarly, goal 4, let's talk about goal 4. Goal 4 is completely planned. If you see, goal 4 is planned till the person is 54. At 54, exactly, the kid's education is completed. So we have planned for goal 4 as well completely. Okay, let's calculate that. So this is like, okay, fine. If you see the extreme right corner, okay, 100% switch, and the goal is complete. The goal is over at, we have still about 5 lakh rupees extra remaining by the time kid completes education. Okay, so that's done. Now let's talk about goal 3 as an example. Goal 3 was what? Goal 3 was vacations, right? The vacations are not over. Initial allocated corpus, if you see, for the vacations was 0%. If you see, goal 3 was 0%. So let's come to goal 3. Goal 3 initial allocated corpus was 0. Nothing was allocated. So basically the goal 3 has been fed by the salary every year on year. So what happens in bottoms up planning? Goal 3 is not over. Even with 5.8 crores, only goal 1 and goal 4 are complete. Goal 2 and goal 3 are still remaining. So what do we do in this calculator? We need to keep adding salaries here. For example, if you see goal 4, goal 4 is only till 54. But actually, if you see goal 3 is still 75 years of age. They want to plan some sort of vacations because goal 3 was for vacations, right? But the money is only till row number 8, right? Money is only till here. That means they have money for, if you see funds are over, they have money for only 2 vacations post they leave the job, right? So what do? We keep adding salary. That means the person is on whatever fire you want to call. You want to call a coast fire, you want to call a lean fire, you want to call whichever fire you want. The person has completed goal 1 and goal 4. That means kids education and the retirement, basic recurring expense retirement, the person has completed. But now the person has to work primarily for vacations, because goal 2 is nothing. It required about 30-40 lakhs. So let's talk about goal 2. Goal 2, if you see, the person has fairly accumulated some amount, right? Because initial allocation also was there of the present money, right? So if you see, the person has money till 57 years of age. And goal 2, if you see, it was still 83. That is the car expense and recurring expense of car and all those things, right? So if we add some more money into salary and we say, okay, fine, you know what? Let's add one more salary or 2 more years of salary. The person works for 2 more years. Okay, and for all these years, he's putting 100% of the salary. If you see this, he's putting 100% of the salary into goal 3. That means for vacations. 100% of salary goes into vacations. So let's see what happens in goal 3. If they put 100% of salary in vacations, let's see, this was still 48 years. Let's see where it goes, right? So it's still computing till 56 years. So the person can have vacations till he reaches 56 years of age. Right, mind you, it's a double income family. Wife also is working, right? Husband also is working, right? So that's why it's a huge salary here. So again, if you want to have a fat fire wherein, it is a lean fire, right? Goal 1 is over, goal 4 is over. And again, goal 4 also have taken really high education corpus for the kid. So it's a lean fire. Somebody might call lean. This is lean. For somebody it will be fat. Somebody it will be coast or whatever you want to call, right? So that's why I was saying don't worry about the numbers, right? So goal 1 and goal 4 are done, right? Goal 3, if the person wants to have a fat fire, like I want to travel the world, take up a lower job, take up a job which is less stressful, or work on the same job if you like it, and keep adding salaries till the point you see that, okay, say the person works for another 5 years, right? Because they want to take international vacation every year, right? So let's see if the goal 3 is complete. I have come to goal 3 and I have completed here. Let us see, the person is, successful. Yes, till 76 years, the person is clear for their, for their fat fire or for their vacation goal, whatever you want to call. So the person works till 76 years, right? If the person works for another 3 or 4 years, they can accomplish all the goals. You may say, what about goal 2, Ravi? Right? So goal 2 would be, you can say, okay, fine. Goal 2 would be something like, what about the planning? Goal 2 would be, you can add another, let's say you add 40% here. This becomes automatically 60. And then goal 2 would also be complete. I hope so. Goal 2 will be complete. If not, we'll add some more funds. Let's see. It's 84. So goal 2 also is complete. Okay, I have allocated the third year salary 40% to goal 2. Right, it's complete. And what is the allocation? The allocation is what you see. So what I've done is, for goal 1 and goal 4, I have taken the model of NIFTY performance that I have given earlier. That means my model of NIFTY performance. NIFTY performs very averagely. Every once in 10 years, there is economic shockers, and every once in 7 years, there's a downturn. For goal 2 and goal 3, which are luxury goals, is what I call. Luxury goals. That means what? Luxury goals means these goals can, they can wait for some time, right? You want to go for a vacation, international vacation, probably you're okay with a local vacation this year. You can just say, okay, fine, next year I'm going to take international vacation. So for that, I have taken a constant NIFTY growth of 10%. For goal 2 and goal 3, I have taken a constant NIFTY growth of 10%. You can also put my model if you want. You can just put a model here, and it will model based on the worst performing NIFTYs that I have considered. But however, in my view, if it's a fat fire, because there is absolutely no limit to how much you want to plan for retirement, right? There is absolutely no limit. You can just keep adding funds and funds and funds. For even 100 crores, if you have funds, you may say, I cannot retire, because somebody might say my annual expense is 25 lakhs. Somebody might say my annual expense is 100 crores, right? We cannot help. So they could be 10 more goals. There could be vacation. There one more goal of buying a luxury car. So you might say this will never end, right? It will never end. That's why I said goal 1 is basic recurring expense. Goal 4 is education. Goal 3, you want more vacations, keep working, right? Keep working for that year. You can have more vacations. That's all, as simple as possible, right? It can be that's all it is. So this calculator is an integrated approach of all these goals. So the way I like to work is I've sat with this person for about 2 hours. I filled all of this data individually, because you can only plan when you have as much as you have broken down your expense, because then only you know at till what point the expense will recur, right? बिकॉज इट शुडंट हैपन दैट अरे एक काम करो 1 लाख कंसिडर कर लो और मेरा प्लानिंग कर लो, ऐसा नहीं होता. क्यों नहीं होता? 1 लाख आज का 1 लाख है ना, यू माइट बी एडिंग लॉट्स एंड लॉट्स ऑफ थिंग्स इन दैट 1 लाख, right? So but that may not be an expense of when you're turning 70 or 75 years of age. In that, I have also considered that your current expense will be 90% only after you are 60. After it will be only 80% expense. That means if you are spending today's 1 lakh rupees, when you're 80, you will be spending only 80%. That is 80,000 rupees. Today's 80,000, of course, inflation adjusted. I'm talking about. So this calculator is a complete integrated approach of all the calculators that I have given today, right? Last week, sorry, not today, right? So if you check this calculator, it's all about goal-based planning. Goal 1 is complete till 75 years, right? Worst possible NIFTY performance, it's 75 years. All the taxation is considered. Whenever you are doing rebalancing, the taxation is considered. Again, my request, humble request, if you have not seen the previous video, please go and see that previous video. Okay. So rebalancing is there at every place. Taxation is considered whenever there's a rebalance. And what about taxes? Look, so if just a short note about taxes, if you don't like me talk about taxes, just skip for a minute or two into the video, right? Taxes, if you see, if you're withdrawing, look at the tax slabs which were there in 2004, 2014, 2024. Look at the highest tax slab. 2.5 lakhs and above, one paid 30%, right? In 2004. In 2014, 10 lakhs and above, one paid 30%. In 2024, 15 lakhs and above, one paid 30% tax slab. That only means one thing. Whatever your 60-40 allocation is, it is going to come into a tax slab if you are withdrawing anything more than 20-25 lakhs in the future out of the debt funds. It is going to come into a tax slab. So I made a tax model, and for each goal I have computed the tax as compared to previous video where I had fixed the tax. This is all computed. All taxes are computed based on some assumptions that I have made for tax slabs. If you see, that's why they're changing. This is 30%, this is 10%, 15%, 25%. So this is a computation that I have done, that what could be the tax slab based on these kind of slabs, right? What is the trend that the government is, again, unpredictable in terms of what the tax would be after 5 or 6 years. We have no clue, we have no control over it. Only control that we have is keep slogging our asses off for work. That's all. That's the only control that we have. We also have control of our expense. We also have, ठीक है, इस बार एक काम करते हैं, we will not go for vacation because there is no money, or tax is higher, or whatever. Right? Okay. So this is about integrated approach. So again, just case details, I'll just go through once again. Goal 1 is complete. 2-3 years of working. Goal 4 is complete, 2-3 years of working. For goal 3 of vacations, or in goal 15, the person has to work a little bit more into, again about 3 or 4 years the person works, we are done. This is a goal-based planning, right? If you have not got anything, this is a summary. Goal-based planning, 4 goals. The current corpus is allocated based on this ratio. The current corpus is allocated 72% on goal 1, 27% on goal 4, and 1% goal 2, and 0% in goal 3, right? Then this year's salary is allocated 40% in goal 1, 30% goal 2, 4% goal 3, and 26% goal 4. All is a linked sheet. You have to just change the numbers and magically everything gets done, work done, okay? Next year's salary, that is next year 2025, the goal 2 is 43% allocation salary and 57%. Next year 40% and 60% allocation of the salary. And if you do all these things, all of the goals get computed. So this particular person, right, is financially independent, financially free for goal 1 and financially free for goal 4 in the next 2 or 3 years. But if the person wants to have be goal 3, again goal 1 and goal 4 are taken with a NIFTY model that I had made. But goal 2 and goal 3 are based on a 10% increment models, because these are luxury goals, I would say fat fire, right? For the lean fire, if you say 12 lakhs lean fire, for somebody it's lean fire, somebody is fat fire, right? We cannot say. I hope you have understood this video. In case if you are not, please email me. Unfortunately, I cannot share this sheet with you. But then why I can't share this sheet with you? This sheet is a little bit more intricate. I need to work, sit with you and work. I'm trying to make this more automated. If I do, hopefully by next video in another week's time, I will be making a complete automated sheet, and that I can supply to you. No problem at all. I don't believe in hiding anything. I'll just share the sheet to you and you can just go ahead and use it. Okay. Of course, formulas will be hidden and code will be hidden primarily because I don't want it to break the code or things like that. So I can share the sheet, but not now. My request is, in case you want to get your fire case discussed with me, if you are on a path to fire and in the next 2 or 3 years you're planning to fire, my request is just drop me an email. We can probably discuss your case. You can come on live and discuss your case, and I can record and I can put probably on the YouTube. If you like it, right? Else, of course, you can just drop in details and I can record and send, and you can see the video of yourself. Everything anonymous, don't worry about it, right? So, okay. So this is an integrated approach of the calculator that I had discussed last week, right? How to use that calculator for the goal-based approach. And because that previous calculator was 100% fire, and this calculator is completely integrated, and a person is working towards fire. That's all about it, right? So again, all the simulations are in place about NIFTY performance. NIFTY performance simulation are in place, right? Goal 1 and goal 4 all are based on the worst performance of NIFTY that we can model, right? I don't think NIFTY can perform anything worse than 9%. I mean, if that is the case, then तो यार मतलब यार इंडिया के अलावा कौन सी कंट्री है जो ग्रो नहीं होगी? I doubt that there will be another country which will not grow. Like India is the first country that will grow. So I think we have to be more optimistic towards growth of India, right? Of course, I'm not optimistic towards tax reductions. That's why this is a little bit more conservative model that I've made. Okay. Sorry for the long video, but I had to make it. I had to make it because I wanted to show you the goal-based planning based on the calculator that you have. Most of you have. If you don't have, just drop me an email and I'll send you the calculator, right? If you want to discuss your case, please do send your case to me. My only motivation to put these things out to you and how to compute these things is, one, to give you a thought of fire, and second, that I don't want any of you to pay, anybody anything. I have seen lots of influencers coming and taking a lot of money to make such sort of plans. You attend some sort of master course, and you pay money and do it. I think one should not pay anything to anybody to have such plans. Of course, you should pay for a financial planner. You should pay for a chartered accountant. You should pay for that, them, right? But then you shouldn't be paying to make a simple Excel, because Excels help you only in one thing. Excel help you to get a clarity of thought, right? That where you are and where will you be. But for execution, you will definitely have to go to a financial planner, right? They will tell you which debt fund or which equity fund. Many of you say, okay, index fund. Okay, fine, index fund is fine. Which, index funds are all same, but then is there anything better than index fund or things like that, right? So that's why I make such videos, and it's basically informational, educative videos, education videos, right? So again, thank you so much for staying so far with me. In case you have, this was a bottoms up financial plan. Hopefully you like it. Goal 1, goal 2, goal 3, goal 4 for this particular person. Goal 1 is done. Goal 2 also is done. Goal 3 is done, and goal 4 is done, right? If this plan doesn't suit you, you can just remove goal 3 and goal 4. Say 1 lakh काफ़ी है मेरे लिए, महीने का 12 लाख खर्च करता हूँ मैं, and you can say, okay, fine, 5.5 crores or 5.8 crores is sufficient for you. You can reduce higher education here and it will be done, right? So you'll be having the access to the Excel sheet hopefully in next 10 to 15 days. Have a look at this video. In case if you are Excel savvy, you can use my previous calculator which you already have, and you can integrate that in such sheets, right? And you'll be happy. Thank you so much, and happy financial planning. Bye-bye.